Hello everybody, welcome back to the budget because I'm very rich, but buying cars doesn't make you money, so
Okay.
I didn't want to buy a Lamborghini or a Porsche or a BMW this time.
Okay.
So really the electric car came up as a good package. With government subsidies it came down to 117,000 RMBs. So £14,000 sterling.
Yeah.
You get a all electric car on the road, so that was a good deal for me. I don't care about polar bears. I think their numbers are growing rather than reducing.
Okay.
Environmentally, I'm not super caring about that, to be honest, but looking at the running costs, it costs 15 RMBs to go 300 kilometers, so for me that was good, not burning so much money in running costs. The biggest benefit with this one, Shanghai has restricted license plates. A license plate in Shanghai will cost you around 90,000 RMBs on a bidding process. So that could be about £10,000, and you're not guaranteed. But with the new electric cars, you get a Shanghai's license plate that allows you to go on the inner and outer highways, inner ring roads.
Yeah.
And that was the big thing for me, yeah.
So you mentioned 15 RMBs as the maintenance cost, and that's pretty much it. There's no other cost, no insurance costs, and no other maintenance costs, parking charges?
And yeah, I paid 3,000 RMBs for an underground car park in my compound, with the meter attached to it. So that's an additional cost, yeah.
What about insurance?
Insurance, I don't know. I think it was maybe 2,000 RMBs.
For the whole year?
For the whole year. But interestingly, in China, you insure a car, not for a person. So
it's not individual.
You can insure a car and anybody can drive it. So
as long as I have a valid license.
Yeah. So you insure just the car. Anybody else can drive it, not insured as a named driver, or only the named drivers can drive it. So yeah, so that was good. So yeah.
What was the main purpose of you buying a car in Shanghai?
To drive my daughter to school and home. I'm a teacher and we go to the same school. The metro took 1 hour to travel I don't know, they're about 15 kilometers in a sort of zigzag fashion.
Yes.
Driving directly cuts me down to 30 minutes. So in China 5 years now, and I've never really got a car. Most foreigners don't get around to buying a car because it is a long-term commitment. You have to pass your driving test, which is converting if you have a British one, you just have to do a paper written test, and then you convert your UK driving test to a Chinese one. So no physical driving test. Yes.
This car is Android Auto, so we tried that last time. We connected my phone via Bluetooth, so played some music, and at the moment here we're connected to Gary's phone.
The camera for reversing is amazing. It must have, I don't know what's the technical name for it, but all-round cameras.
360-degree all-round camera, so when you're reversing,
it looks like there's a drone above you taking a video down. So yeah, see everybody round about you. So it's great.
So when did you buy this car?
I don't know, about 2 months ago, I think. Yeah, in this July 2000.
So about nearly 3 months now.
Yeah. Well, one thing I found out is this car has a 10-year warranty, so the battery and everything has a 10-year warranty. So yeah, you always worry about that. I thought electric cars were much like mobile phones. You know, you buy one and 5 years later they're pretty much worthless. Like laptops, they advance.
Technology moves fast.
Yeah, especially when mobile phones started, you had one and it was 1.6 gigabyte or something, and you thought that was great. Yeah. And in 3 years' time, they're like
worthless. Yeah, now it's like 128 GB. Yeah, exactly. 10 years ago, you would have 128 megabytes on a USB stick, and now it's 128 gigabytes. So, and 10 years down the line, it's going to be 128 terabytes. So yeah, of course, technology moves fast.
So I'm worried if this car would be completely redundant. If I go to sell it in 5 years' time, it goes 300 kilometers, and the next car goes 1,000,000 kilometers. This one charges in 7 hours, and the next one will charge in like 10 minutes. So I was worried about getting on board electric cars at a point, but this will serve me good. This does 300 kilometers. It's got a 10-year warranty. I don't know if later you can just change the battery around to make it charge in 2 hours.
It's got all electric windows. In terms of the engine performance, Gary doesn't really know the figures as such right now, but we're going to check it and definitely put them in the description below. In terms of performance, when you're driving it, does it feel electrifying? Does it feel very relentless? Does it feel very slow? So how do you feel while driving it?
No, it's got a good pickup. Yeah, I used to drive a 2-litre BMW back in UK. Obviously that flew. This one can go if needs be too, but I'm driving in Shanghai city, so I'm hardly ever going to be flooring it beyond 120 kilometers an hour. Yeah. But it picks up quite fast. You tried it once.
I did. It was pretty nice.
It has hydraulic brakes, you said.
It does, yeah, it does. But most of the cars these days have hydraulic brakes, so that's pretty standard. Yeah, in terms of technology, you know, the Chinese cars, in terms of value for money, you get a lot of kit for the money that you spent in. So for like 14,000 pounds, 117,000 RMBs, you're getting all in electric kind of car, of course. But you're also getting the Bluetooth connectivity, satellite navigation, maps, Android Auto, air conditioning. You're getting a lot of kit for your money.
Yeah, I remember when I bought my BMW back in UK, you buy it and do you want leather seats? Do you want a rear camera? Do you want this? Do you want this? Seems in China there's so many people, there's so much options and demand that the cars, this is a basic level car and it has everything, yeah.
So one more thing I totally forgot to mention, that this one also has the rear cameras, front and rear parking sensors. So basically in the UK, as Gary mentioned, BMW and Audi and the big 3 German auto manufacturers, they always try to make their money from the options and the optional extras. Whereas in China, even the luxury brands, they just sell 1 car, 2 cars. So a couple of variants and that's pretty much it. Because people who are buying those kind of cars have the money to be able to buy outright. It's a luxury car. If you're buying a BMW 7 Series here, it's a luxury car. You don't go for the base model, you just go for the top of the line high spec models. So Chinese people don't really focus so much on the options, but in China, UK, it's all about, do you want this extra £500 for this? Do you want rear seat executive package? extra couple of thousands for this, for here in China.
No cameras here.
No cameras here. Gary's trying to floor it.
Hold on. Is this a camera?
No. But yeah, don't risk it. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. But yeah, there's no cameras here. We're trying to floor it. It does feel the performance is pretty good. It does feel, okay, it's not a supercar power, but it does feel very electrifying.
Oh, bump.
Oh, a bump. We're gonna go. Oh! We're gonna tear apart Gary's car. That's funny.
We got a little lift there, yeah.
We did, yeah. No, it does feel nice. It does feel nice. And in terms of driving and everything, I wouldn't say it's sporty. I wouldn't say in terms of the dynamics of the car, it's not okay as a supercar. It's only 170,000 RMBs, but it gets the job done. And if you're looking to purchase a car in Shanghai and you're on a limited budget, this is the car to go for. And you can buy this on installments as well, so you don't have to necessarily fork out 170,000 RMBs outright. Also, the most important part in Shanghai or in China in general is that the government does try to promote its domestic car production. So most of the foreign cars are taxed heavily in China. So all your BMWs, Mercedes, Audis, they're all taxed heavily. But the Chinese domestic cars are super cheap, and the government wants the people to be able to afford and buy their own super cheap cars.
Driving in China, there's cameras everywhere, so you really got to watch it. You've got 12 points for the year. If you're over that 12 points, you need to reset your test. So you've got to be careful. But if you go through a junction at more than 40 kilometers an hour, you know, to race through it, the camera will get you. You'll get 3 points. You get a 200 fine. If you cross the lanes in the road that are full lanes, you'll get a 200 fine. So if you make a mistake at a junction, you're in the wrong lane, you need to keep with it. If you want to park at the side of the road to go into a shop, you'll also get a 200 fine. So I guess you've been seeing all the face recognition cameras here in China. If you do anything wrong, you will get the fine and you will get the points. And that goes by house. It will be so cute. So you learn what to do. Different UK, I think in America, always turning right, fine. Point in China, different to UK. Children can't sit in the front seat until they're over 16, I heard, because the airbag can hit the children. And
exactly, the airbag can just pop out and yeah, it could cause an injury to the kids.
As for when you're taking a DD or you're in with Chinese, nobody wears seatbelts. Nobody seems to worry about that. If you're in a DD in the back seat.
In the back seat, nobody really wears seatbelts. Yeah, that's the Asian culture, Southeast Asia. Nobody really focuses so much on the
if you're in a Chinese
seatbelts for the rear. Even rear seat, nobody really wears seatbelts. It's just a UK culture where everybody wears a seatbelt front and back.
If you go in a family's car and you put on the seatbelt in front, I think you affront someone. They think you don't trust my driving skills. Yeah.
I don't know, for me it's just it's in the reflexes, so every time I just sit in the car and the first thing I just grab the seatbelt and just pop it on, like yeah, I have the seatbelt right on now.
But some of the family I know, the thing would beep and they would give me a cut off seatbelt clip, just push in to stop it beeping. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
You go to put on your seatbelt and they're like, no. They'll just put in the one that stops it, you know.
That's true, yeah.
Actually, I'd rather make the seatbelt, but they're like, oh no.
Yeah, I guess it's from the UK culture, it's in our reflexes to be wearing a seatbelt, but in China or also in the DDs, yeah, it's just the culture hasn't picked up yet fully. They haven't transferred fully into a seatbelt culture, wearing seatbelts while driving or while being driven.
Okay, if you want to reverse.
Reversing camera on.
Yeah,
so that's the 360-degree view from the top, and then this is the forward camera.
Can we get through there?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Okay. Of course, the camera will show you everything.
Exactly. So, camera, if we're too close to the car, yeah, it's beeping. Yep. Right.
I love this. It's so good.
It's really good.
It's easy to reverse.
Here we are. We're out.
Okay. Let's go. Driving in Shanghai.
Right, let's try to connect to the Android Auto Bluetooth. Pairing is pretty easy, and once you're paired, you can, that's the dialing a phone number, that's the contacts, this is the dial list call log, that's the Bluetooth devices connected, and just the standard settings menu. It's pretty straightforward. Maps, you do need a 4G connection, or you need to utilize your mobile phone connection. So we haven't been able to figure that out yet, how to set that up. But once we do, we'll definitely let you know. And FM radio, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Back in Gary's neighborhood, we're going to go towards the underground car parking, which is very close to his house.
Yeah, and that's where we charge.
That's where we charge the car. So, is that underground car parking just for your block or for everybody? No, I mean, like, okay, so this particular car underground block is just for your block, or for, it's like number 27? Is it only for number 27, or is it for everybody?
I think there's a few of them, yeah.
Okay. So this is the one that you're paying 2,500 RMB a year for.
When I get in the gate, it opens with scanning my license plate.
Yeah, everything is electronic in China, so you don't necessarily have to scan anything or take out cards or insert cards or pay using coins like the UK old school system. Everything's done through phones.
That's my charge point there.
And you have a dedicated 1 point for yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, this one in there? Alright.